Big Boys Neighborhood. I'm Rikki Martinez, and I have on the phone with me right now, Shyne.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, first of all, man, I gotta congratulate you on making it out of a 10-year stretch. Now, they say jail changes a person, and it appears that you've definitely changed. Can you tell me about what's the difference between Shyne now and Shyne pre-jail?
I really wasn't trying to come back out on the streets and be a tough guy and you know, continue the cycle that led me to doing 10 years, because the next time it's going to be a life sentence, or it just might be, you know, a lifetime in the grave, you know what I mean? So I done made the mistakes, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of us sitting up in the penitentiary forever, and you know, it's time to do something new, man. It's time to educate yourself. We used to be real strong when it came to the intellect and the mind, and I feel like right now we hustling backwards, you know what I'm saying? It's just glamours. We just picking up them ratchets and, you know, we selling dope, and it's like, that's it. You know, it got to be something else. The music and the entertainment is a very important part of that, you know. So if you look at, like, what I've had to say recently, it's never been slanderous, never been just me trying to, you know, put down, you know, my comrade just to put him down. You dig? It's really just being an honest observer of the culture. And it's like right now you got Bloods and Crips and Latin Kings and essays and all types of dudes in the streets really about it. And then you have this music business that celebrates that. And that's not really nothing to celebrate. That's not nothing to be happy about. You dig? So that's why I be coming down on these kids that ain't never really did that, and it's just straight up lying, to let them know that, you know, as far as the entertainment and the culture, we need to start to show the truth, and we need to start to be a little bit more aware of them consequences, and put that in our music, and put that, you dig, on the big screen. So a lot of these kids that don't necessarily have to make those choices, kids like Kendrick Lamar, who, you know, he says he was a good kid in the Mad City, and I got a lot of respect and admiration for making that tough choice not to follow his cousins and his uncles. But if you had more entertainers and more musicians saying, you know what, nah, man, you know, that ain't it, or, you know, I ain't really do that, and coming out and standing up for who they are and being truthful, you know, maybe that could lead a lot of the kids on the street to be like, you know what, I'm going to follow this other way. I'm not going to go down that way that's going to lead me to a life of crime and spending the rest of my life in prison.
Is that, as you said, your intent behind the Good Kid, Mad City commentary was more like, we shouldn't be celebrating this?
Listen, Kendrick Lamar is dope. You dig? Nobody can take that away from the youngster. He's a dope MC, dope lyricist. And I think, you know, one day, you know what I'm saying, he might go down as one of the best. But, you know, he got to keep working and he got to keep going. So that's where I was coming from. You dig? I wasn't coming from like the rest of these guys as groupies, and they on that sheep mentality where, you know, if Interscope says hot, then it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, I'm triple OG. Like, you know what I'm saying? It take a little bit more to get me moving, and you know, I never said that Kendrick Lamar was whack or you know, he was trash. You know, maybe the word trash was a little bit harsh, but that was just my backlash. That was my, you know what I'm saying, my rebellion against, you know, an overwhelming amount of hype. You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, I didn't feel it. I didn't connect with it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away from his art, and I definitely respect the art that he put together as far as painting the picture and reflecting what he went through. But I just wasn't moved by it the way, you know, everybody was beating the drums. It wasn't trash, but it wasn't classic. It wasn't a Doggy Style, and it wasn't no All Eyes on Me.
See, with comments like that, there's definitely going to be some backlash to it, and we saw it when Game came to the defense of Kendrick Lamar, kind of going at you for what you thought about Good Kid, Mad City, and then you guys kind of just spiraled off into your own beef, freestyling each other. Now, do you think that we're seeing the beginning of something major between Shyne and Game, or are you done with it?
There can't be nothing major between me and Game, because Game is a rapper. I'm not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? My credentials speak for itself. You know, Game Big Brother might be a gangbanger, but Game ain't no gangbanger. He's a rapper. And if it's really a beef, you ain't gonna be on Twitter talking about what you gonna do to somebody. If it's a problem, it's gonna be a problem. But I don't see how somebody's ready to die, somebody ready to get clapped because of an opinion. If that's not, you know, one for the dummy books, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? So these kids need to turn down, you know, because they get caught up in the whole rap thing, and, you know, they think everybody's a fraud so they could behave however they want. Nah, I'm not 40 Glocc. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody running up on me and punching me in the face. You know what I'm saying? I've already proven it's life or death with me. So that's the only way that I could really address it without indicting myself and putting myself in trouble.
Shyne, we've seen things like this happen before in the rap game where things start off small but can escalate into something very lethal. But right now, where it's like in the beginning stages of this beef, do you think that Kendrick Lamar and you are still fixable and things between you and the game are still fixable?
Yeah, but it ain't no me and Kendrick. That's why the game is lost all credibility. You understand? The game for the last 12 years was Shyne everything. Shyne everything. You know, Shyne on his album, every freestyle he made was Shyne. You know what I'm saying? He gonna smuggle Shyne out of Belize. I was just on his California Republic album. I just did a record for one of his artists, Juice McCain. It's no secret that Game is one of my students, one of my proteges, and I influenced him the same way B.I.G. influenced me, the same way Jay-Z influenced me, the way Pop influenced me, Eazy-E. You know, and the list goes on, but Game can't go from me being a real dude that influenced him to now talking all crazy and acting all reckless, not over no opinion. And see, that's what kids don't realize. You understand? They thinking this whole rap thing, and like you said, they don't remember. They don't remember what happens when real dudes have beef. Right. When real dudes have beef, it's somebody gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So I think if dudes really sit down and realize that this is not rap and this is serious, they gonna get themselves together and they gonna behave. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick Lamar, he handled the situation like a real G. He don't be acting like a G, but he handled the situation as more of a mobster in the game. The game acted like he's a broad. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar said, "Listen, that's that man's opinion." You know what I mean? And he kept doing what he do. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's it. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? For all that I've been through and all that I've done, my little nephews can't be getting swole on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done paved the way. I done did what I did. It ain't like I said Ice Cube, you know, or Dre, or Snoop. You know what I'm saying? If I said something about them, then I could understand people getting crazy and acting up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, listen, man, the most important thing, like I said, this is a real life. Everybody got to think about the choices that they make, and some of them choices will lead to death. So, you know, once you think and you use your head, I think everything will be all right. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar's going to keep making music. You know, he might go down as one of the best. I really believe that. I always said that. Dope. I'm consistent. I never, from the first time I made my comment, I said he was dope and he has super potential and he can make a classic album. I really believe that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I look forward to that.